Hello, my name is Seth Resnick and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at some of the features that are in Lightroom that are really not used very much. And we're going to concentrate today on smart collections. Smart collections are awesome. They are different from a regular collection. A regular collection is manual, meaning you select the image and put them into the collection. Smart collections are really powerful because you designate the criteria and the smart collections populate automatically, and they do it really fast. I can ask for a set of criteria on 200,000 images, and by the time I move to the smart collection from the library module, it's already done. So there are several that I have made and that I use regularly, and I'm going to create another one at the end of today's session and show you something even more powerful. But I'm going to talk about today about the side of smart collections relating to metadata. So I have a smart collection set called metadata, and you create a set under the library module, new smart collection set, new smart collection set. And I already have one set up for metadata. The first thing we're going to look at is one that I use a lot, and that's metadata has changed. And that's a really important one because when we do anything in Lightroom, whether it's in the develop module or in the library module, we are changing metadata. And there's a setting in the preferences that allows you to save metadata automatically. Although that means every keystroke you do, Lightroom has to save the metadata, and that's incredibly time consuming and really creates a lot of issues for the computer, because if you enjoy the spinning beach ball, that might be a feature that you like, but I hate the spinning beach ball, so really don't want to see that happen at all. It's important to save the metadata because if your catalog ever crashes, you can always, if you start a new catalog and import images into it that don't have the metadata saved, then you will not get any of the changes. If you save the metadata and you start a new catalog and import images in, you will have lost nothing. Ideally, you have a backup, but this is sort of like yet another insurance plan. If I control click on metadata has changed here, and control click and choose edit smart collection, you can see the criteria. I've given it a name, metadata has changed, match any of the following rules. And the first rule is metadata status, which is under other metadata. Metadata status has been changed. I would hit save, and I have that formed, and it's going to go through my entire catalog and populate it. You can see in the grid here that I've got these little bars with an arrow next to them, and that indicates that those images, that the metadata has not been saved. So now all I need to do is Command A and Command S, and that will save the metadata to the file. And there we go. And then they'll start counting down. You can see we're down to 121 images here, and it'll go pretty fast. And we'll end up with all the metadata being saved, which is absolutely awesome, and a good little insurance policy to keep from running into that problem. So again, that's a smart collection set called metadata. In that smart collection set, there is a smart collection called metadata has been saved. We're waiting for that to count down to 0. And then we're going to move on to virtual copies. And virtual copies, I love virtual copies. I tend to process, and I go so far with the image and make another copy and then make another copy. I actually do a whole video on virtual copies, but they can easily get lost. And when you move from catalog to catalog, maybe you have a travel catalog, a lot of times the virtual copies don't come over. And one way to ensure that they do come over is to keep track of them and then export them actually as a catalog. So to do that, again, I'm going to go down here. You'll see I made a smart collection called virtual copies. And virtual copies, if I control click on it, edit smart collection, you can see that it's called virtual copies, and the criteria is match all of the following rules. And the rules are copy name contains copy. I hit save, and sure enough, there are all my virtual copies. The last one that I typically use is I am very keen on keywording, and I always keep track of all images that don't have keywords. In this case, I have none, but the criteria, I control click, choose edit smart collection. The criteria to make a smart collection that will locate all of your images that aren't keyworded is match all the following rules. Keywords are under other metadata. There we go. And keywords are empty, meaning that that field has nothing in it, and we hit save. Now, I am a really big believer in words. I love to think about not what my pictures are of, but really what they're about. And one of the ways to do that is to keep track, a list of really important keywords to me, and then see how many of my images actually have those keywords. So one of the really neat things about smart collections is they sort of are like an instant search, and a really complex one. So I am going to make a new smart collection, library, new smart collection. And I'm going to call this emotional keywords. Emotional keywords. I'm going to put it in the collection set metadata. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out with other metadata, keywords, contains, and then I'm going to just start typing in my important keywords. So I'm going to type in sensuality. I'm going to put a comma in there. I'm going to put in illusion, put a comma in there. I'm going to illusion. Yeah, I think I spelled it wrong there. Illusion, comma. And then I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to put in other big ones. Surreal is a big one for me. Metaphor is a big one. And how about evocative? Okay, now I'm going to add another criteria. Other criteria is I only want to look at portfolio images in essence, so greater than 5 stars. Then I'm going to add another criteria, and that's going to be label, color label is red, because I use red to designate also portfolio images. And then I want to really just look at landscape images. So I'm going to use the option key. And you see when I press the option key, this goes to a pound sign. So I'm going to add a sub-criteria. Any of the following are true. I'm going to say all of the following are true. And that's going to be other metadata, keywords, doesn't contain people. So that's going to eliminate all my people images that would meet that criteria and just create landscape images. I choose create. I come over to the other side here and emotional keywords, and here they are, 78 images that meet that criteria. So almost instantly that went through 150,000 images and formed that criteria. I wish that some of these smart collections could be temporary. I wish we could actually create a temporary smart collection. We can always delete them, of course, but really, really useful and really, really powerful searching mechanism to find something. And in this case, finding words that are dear to my heart and all the images that meet that criteria. So that's it for today. I'm going to keep on doing a lot of stuff like this and explore all the little secrets of Lightroom. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. And thank you. Have a great day.